I watched a couple movies. I've got other stuff cooking that's like bigger build, watch a lot of stuff. Ran into a 30-hour, oops, I didn't mean to open that one up. Damn.
Whoops.
That's going to take a while to bring to the pod. But I bought some fresh movies. I think the first one I wanted to do was kind of like on the Oscars conversation right now. I got invited to go see, and I mentioned this in the last episode, Poor Things by Yorgos Lanthimos. And I didn't know what I was getting into with him. I have since, seeing that, gone and spent time and watched The Lobster, also a very weird world that he's dropped us into, but a fully understandable story and arc. Given what's happening in that movie is odd, I might have understood what I was getting into with this movie. And also was able to track down and watch The Favorite, which I think John is nominated or did win some stuff.
Apparently it was nominated 9 times.
9 times?
With Olivia Colman winning.
Fully deserved in that, but I wasn't really sure what that one was about either. That one was like a weird time period piece, but also frickin' everyone's got some weird stuff happening in there.
And Emma Stone.
So there's this...
And the writer. So it was the three-peat.
Yeah, exactly. And so one of the cool things is I got to go to the screening. A friend invited me, so I didn't have to pay, which is awesome. But there was a Q&A with Yorgos, Emma, and the writer.
What?
And they said that, well, given how weird this movie was, we just already shot something else. We have something else ready in case this fails. They already have another project lined up, shot, ready, and going to come out, this year sometime, probably. But it was based on we don't know how we're going to make this story work, and it may not work.
Meaning, they were so unsure of whether or not Poor Things was going to work that they shot something else already?
There was a part of the interview or the post Q&A with Yorgos where he's like, well, we were originally going to do it in black and white. And then 3 weeks before we started production, I told the production crew that we'd like to do it all in color. And they're like, what? We've been spending months building this set. So there's just I think the concept of the film is so off on another planet, literally, feeling that I trust them that they're like, we got enough budget. We could totally just do something else in the next 3 months while everything's got to happen with this thing. So let's just do it. We got an idea. Let's do it. Let's do a small one. Okay.
I mean, honestly, they are right. It is, having seen it, it is weird enough that it actually is very surprising it's getting the reaction it's getting, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like there is more than just Emma in the draw for this, because she's the main character, but it's so much less about what happens with that main character and so much about the world that she's in. So you had to fill out the world with other people that were of a caliber and of a quality, like Willem Dafoe and Mark Ruffalo, who are both very much the secondary characters. Overall, didn't know what I was getting into, but I knew that there was going to be Q&A at the end, and then they also offered a screening of The Favorite until midnight, and I was like, I'm tired. That was a lot. I'll just take this one weird movie and then not brand new, never seen it before. So I got to watch all of them, and now I'm a Yorgos fan. Dang it. But for sure, I'm going to have to dive in and find the production designer on this, because for me, it was stepping into a Wes Anderson craft level, fully developed world and universe, but then a story by I think I compared it last time. It was a Wes Anderson Nightmare. Oh, yeah, not a fun story and not characters.
So Tim Burton mixed with Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly. So, anyways, I recommend it, but I definitely was seeing some of his elements and Emma and the things that he had brought into the other movies. They all show up in Poor Things. It's just it's such a fully developed entire world compared to The Lobster or The Favorite. Those had their weird elements, but they were really rooted in a real world.
Something that already existed.
And or something that you could kind of attach to yourself. The Lobster, yeah, it was weird, but it was basically about grief and how people deal with it and what they aren't dealing with. Okay, great. I accept that. I don't know why that's the answer that you came up with this movie, but whatever. I don't want to ruin that either.
Yeah.
So no plot spoiling, just be open-minded when you go into this movie, especially if you've read the one sentence blurb of an infant's mind is implanted into the adult body of a woman. You're like, that sounds weird. I don't know what he's going to do with it. Oh, he did real weird. I loved it. And that's what I have to say.
Well, Emma Stone is winning most of the awards and is definitely on track for Oscar favorite.
Yeah.
Hence, circling back to
Ooh,
the
hence favorite.
Okay.